big piece in here for good or good, or it's an April Fool's joke. It's got me confused as to how you should pronounce it. So anyway, that's a magazine that's amazing. Genre fiction, poetry, art, and more. It is very impressive. 200 pages. Each issue, I don't know how they do it. It's really cool, and you should definitely check them out too. They've got paperback PDF versions also. So now we come to Closed System by Mike Gallagher. I'm not going to give you too much here, because this is pretty darn cool. This is basically how I get to read magazines, and if you don't think you're interested, I'll say, by the way, in the middle of the magazine is a serialized comic which features a time-traveling scientist whose vehicle of choice is a motorcycle chassis mounted into a large inkhead. So, there he is. So, I think my finger was covering the microphone for this whole time, so who knows how that's going to turn out. And I did a few quotes that I thought were pretty cool, kind of got that treatment. Here we started some reviews. This is a review by me, I won't spend too much time on it, of Technologized Desire, Selfhood and the Body in Post-Capitalist Science Fiction. It's by Harlan Wilson from Guide Dog Books. I was very surprised and honored to have this review included in the New York Review of Science Fiction. Here's a review of PECKINPAH, also by Harlan Wilson. So we've got kind of a feature on him this issue with 2 reviews and an extended interview. This review is by J. David Osborne, and thank him for letting me put it in there. Here we have a review of The Wind-Up Girl by Paolo Bacigalupi. This review is by Blue Tyson. He's been pretty cool to work with, and I've heard him described as indefatigable by Matt Staggs, so I think that's pretty apt. As I put in the contributor section, he's probably has the most ratings that I've ever seen as far as how many stories that he's rated. It's unbelievable. So actually, let me go back. I had to do a little bit of trickery here where this is continued on another page. I didn't think I would do that, but I ended up having to do it. So here's the start of an interview with Lee Hammock. Again, he's the lead game designer of Fallen Earth. Well, he was at the time of this interview. He's just announced that he's going to be heading to Marvel Comics' upcoming MMO as a story writer. So congratulations to Lee. That's pretty huge. I know he's very excited, but I know he's also, kind of hard to go from Fallen Earth, which he's been such a, the driving creative force behind. So again, we got some of our fun block quotes and that kind of thing. We talked about lots of things. We talked about Fallen Earth, of course. And then in general, we talked about some game design in general, and how computer game design versus board game design kind of runs to different areas. And we talked about gameplay, and we talked about D20 Modern a bit. We talked about Eclipse Phase. We talked about Dawning Star, about some other things. We talked about Halo the graphic novel. We talked about local game design scene, because there's actually tons of companies out here, and here we go. Run into a bunch of Redstone guys, and it's like, get out of our territory. You guys aren't keeping us safe. And then you have Snapfly, Bandsoft, whatever's appropriate for them. This interview should be video form before too long. I always delay as much as I can on everything, because everything takes time. We're going to end the interview here, and our reviews pick back up. Canberra Storm, review by Charles. a three-person interview. So I did some big drop caps for Jay and Z for Jennifer and Zachary to denote who's talking. And then we see our color picking back up as we get to the arcane movements. And picture of the store and the end of that interview.